Says we're live here. We'll just give this bad boy a minute. Well, I'm excited to be here with you all. And man, your life can change in 30 days. I want you to know that. As we start this live tonight, I want you to know that your life can change in 30 days. I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm going to leave that for another time. But what I am here to talk today to talk to you about it is the harsh reality that you haven't faced. There's a couple of different subtopics behind that I want to speak with you about because I care about you and I want to see you win. For the longest time in my life, I focused on things that didn't make a difference. Funnels, automations, landing pages, email sequences. What else did I focus on? How to run ads, how to do all of these things. And I ignored the most important skill that I could have ever been spending time learning. And that was how to communicate. Now, I'm not just talking about any form of communication. I'm talking about how to communicate the value of what you have to offer so well that people say, I don't care what it costs. I want it. And I spent thousands of dollars learning all of these other skills that didn't make a difference. I was presented with an opportunity a few years back to be coached by Les Brown, the great speaker, Les Brown. And I was scared because it cost a lot of money for me at the time. I look back now, the amount of money that I've spent in the last 12 months alone on personal development and coaching. But at the time, I had just joined the United States Army. I had just bought a $300,000 house, had just got a $36,000 car, and was making about $40,000 a year. And his price was $297 a month. And I said, I can't afford that. I just got a new house. I just got a new car. What am I going to do? Called my dad up. I said, Dad, you know Les Brown? He says, yes, of course I know Les Brown. I said, Dad, he's offering his coaching program. He says, do it, son. I said, Dad, there's a problem. He said, what is it? I said, it costs $297 a month. And he said, you want me to lend you the money? I said, no, sir, you've done enough for me. So he turned to me and he said these words. He said, son, figure it out. Took out my credit card that I got when I was 17 years old that has 30% interest on it, and I held it out in front of me like this. And I looked at it and I said, are your goals and your dreams worth it? And I said, yeah, they are. And I put my money on that credit card and I'm in the program. 2 weeks later, I get an email that says, sign up here for your one-on-one onboarding call with somebody on the team. I sign up for the one-on-one onboarding call with somebody on the team. My time comes for me to get on Zoom for the onboarding call. I get on. And I was shocked because the person that was onboarding me was Les Brown, my hero. Before he said anything to me, he said, sir, what do you want to, he said, son, what do you want to do with your voice? At the time, I really wanted to be a big motivational speaker. So I turned to him and I said, sir, I'm going to be the greatest speaker in the world. Without hesitation, he said, son, let's get to work. And that transformed into a one-on-one relationship that changed my life forever. Before I knew it, I was sharing stories and messages on different social media platforms. And one day, a woman named Heidi sent me a message on Clubhouse. She said, Devin, you ever thought about teaching this to anybody? I said, Heidi, teaching what? She said, teaching people how to share their story. I said, Heidi, listen, I'm a life coach. Okay, I don't teach people how to do that. I just do it myself. And she said, all right, Devin, I just thought it would be a good idea. Well, I went and I checked my bank account. I had negative $7. And I quickly realized that I was the one that needed a life coach. So I went to Heidi and I said, Heidi, you remember what you told me? She said, of course. I said, were you serious? She said, yes, Devin. You can help so many people and make some money in the process. I said, are you really serious? And she said, yes. So after a couple of weeks, I decided that I was going to open up a group coaching program for $119 a month. I got 4 people to join the program. I had no system, no framework, no nothing. But people got results. A woman went from making no money in her business to $5,000 a month. A woman that was scared to speak in public because she had been through so much trauma went on to speak in front of 60,000 people. Another client of mine who wanted to become a coach for so long but had no idea how to get clients suddenly got 5 clients. And I'm like, I guess I'm on to something. I didn't mean to do this. It was an accident. My point to you is when you learn how to communicate, people take notice. See, here's the thing, folks. Your gifting may be hidden. This might be a little tough. Your gifting, your next level, may be hidden in your inability to communicate as well as you potentially could. Because if I never invested in training, if I never started to share my message with the world, Heidi would have never sent me that message. Now, I don't know who your audience is or who you speak to, but all I'm telling you is if you want to differentiate yourself in your market, if you want to attract people that you want to attract, if you want to grow your business to the point where you can look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of me, you have to learn to communicate on another level. And I'm not talking about going out and buying a Russell Brunson, perfect webinar secrets course that everybody else and their mother is using. I'm talking about mastering the science of communication so you can influence, persuade, and convert. See, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, there's levels to this game. There's nuances to this game. Even in that story I just told, there's levels to this game. Now, here's the thing. I want you to get to the point where you can control people with your words. That is where I want you to be. Now, not in a way that you cheat, lie, steal, manipulate. No. I want you to be able to use your words to control people so that you can enable them and free them to make a decision that will change their life forever. Because here's the thing, my friends, we have been conditioned for 20, 30, 40, however old the people, your audience are, we've been conditioned our entire lives to have this corrupt mindset. Don't spend thousands of dollars on coaching. It might be a scam. Oh no, that person isn't legit. Oh, you can't take big risks. Credit isn't good. I put $16,000 on a coaching program all on credit cards. Didn't make any money in the program. I made that back in the last month. So what I'm saying is that is what we're up against. We're up against 40 years of programming. What I want you to do is be able to communicate in a way that will help people overcome their 40 years of programming in 40 minutes of listening to you. But you can't do that by speaking in the mirror. You can't. And I couldn't. I thought I was the greatest speaker on earth. And boy, I still got a lot of work to do. But until I had a pair of trained eyes and trained ears watching me and listening to me, I couldn't become all I could become in terms of my ability to communicate. So I want you to get to the point where you know exactly how to install the belief in people needed to take action on what you want them to take action on. I want you to get to the point where you can control an audience and transform an audience both individually and collectively. I want you to get to the point where you're able to communicate your value in such a way that people look at you and say, I don't care what it costs. I want you. Do you know how good it is, how good it feels to charge $10,000 and not get a single objection? To charge $6,000 and not get a single objection? To charge $4,000 and not get a single objection? Communication. Most people, see, here's the problem. A lot of coaches, speakers, they think they know how to communicate because they might have had some success. But don't let your ego get in the way of getting you to the next level. Don't allow your ego to stop you from learning the skills that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. So I just wanted to make this message because if you take your communication seriously and learn how to tell stories that control an audience and influence them to make certain decisions, your life will never be the same. Your family's life will never be the same. Your audience's life will never be the same. You deserve it. Your family deserves it. Your clients deserve it. Start taking it seriously. Learn how to communicate in a way that when people hear you speak, they leave your presence feeling good about themselves, but talking about you. So I hope that this found you well. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye for now.